Hi everyone, I'm Don Boyer, and I want to welcome you to the $1 Million Marketing Home Study Course. How to turn your ability into cash. You know, if you would ask me what the two main ingredients to running a successful business and creating a very healthy cash flow and annual income, I would tell you it would be effective marketing and using the law of attraction. These two elements, when done correctly, will allow you to make more money than you've ever made before. It will allow you to do the most extraordinary things that 5 years ago may have seemed impossible. What I'm teaching you and sharing with you in this home study course will cause your business and your income to reach levels that it's never reached before. And the great thing about these laws, these strategies, and these methods is it will work for any business. It doesn't matter if you are in a traditional business. It doesn't matter if you're a chiropractor, if you are a public speaker, if you do network marketing, if you're a coach, if you sell products. It's irrelevant. Effective marketing knows no boundaries when it comes to businesses. To effective marketing, it works for everybody all around. That's the great news about it. Now, why would I say that these are the most two important aspects of growing your income and your business? Well, I teach from experience and not from theory. So what I'm going to share with you is not based on bragging or boasting. I'm here for today, for now, to be your mentor, and I want to empty everything that I have into you so that you can learn how to reach all of your dreams. That's why I'm sharing the following information. Using effective marketing and using the law of attraction, I've been able to create 15 books and sell over 100,000 copies worldwide and have distributors worldwide. I've been able to create 2 movies, The Power of Mentorship, the movie, and The Art of Business for the 21st Century. And in that movie, I had some of the biggest names in the personal development industry, like Bob Proctor, Vic Johnson, Lisa Jimenez, Marie Diamond, Dr. John DeMartini. These were individuals that I used and get them into my projects. And people ask me all the time, Don, how in the world did you get these individuals to come and play on your team? 2 ways. I used effective marketing and the law of attraction. I remember when we were in Arizona in the studio and we were filming Bob Proctor, and I was sitting next to him. And in between takes, he looked over at me and he said, Don, you know we're sitting here together, not by accident, but because you attracted it. I said, yeah, I know. He said, I was all across on the other side of the world when I got a phone call and said, you need to get on a plane and come back to the States and do some filming for this guy named Don Boyer. When he walked into the studio, I'll never forget it. First time I ever got to meet him in person. I've been listening to his material for years. Phenomenal stuff. And I remember as he walked down the hallway and he was approaching me. And I introduced myself and I was impressed with his power of his presence. It was so strong. And I said, okay, Bob, I said, did they give you the outline for what you're going to talk about? He says, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I got a phone call. I was halfway across the world when I got a phone call that I needed to be on a plane and go do some filming. I don't know what I'm doing. What do you want me to do? How did all that happen? I used the law of attraction and I used effective marketing. These are the things that you are going to learn and master in this home study course. In fact, if you begin to implement what you learn here, the level of income and the height of your business can go to any measures that you desire. That's how powerful these things are. And that's why I say using effective marketing and using the law of attraction, you can create any income that you want. You can have any business dream that you want using these two elements. The first thing that you have to do in becoming an effective marketer is be committed to that. You have to commit 100% right now that you are going to become an expert when it comes to marketing. You see, you're going to become an expert from the strategies that I share with you, the techniques that I use and still use every day to sell out every product I ever do, every boot camp seminar I do, every teaching class that I do, all my movie projects, everything that I do, I constantly sell out using these techniques that you're going to learn. In fact, I'm giving you access in your home study course that you have, the exact letters that I use that you can now use, and you just tweak them just a tad with your products, and I promise you, they will get you the exact same results that I got. Why? Because, number one, it's not based on sales. It's based on science and psychology. You see, the problem with most people out there is they're out there selling products. Right now, I don't care if your product is a service, if it is a vitamins, whatever it may be. Stop selling products. There was a man not too long ago that asked me if I would evaluate him because he couldn't figure out why he wasn't selling products from the platform. And he was a competent speaker and he had phenomenal products, but he was going broke. Well, after watching his demonstration, it was clearly what his problem was. He would get up there on the platform and he would teach phenomenal stuff for 60 minutes. And then the last 4 minutes of his speech and presentation, he would begin to give the audience an offer. And he says, I've got A package, and I've got B package, and I got C package. The problem was, to the audience's subconscious mind, I'm not saying their conscious mind, their subconscious mind, they were seeing him and relating to him as a carnival barker. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up, folks. I got some lotions and the potions. It's going to heal your bunions. It's going to heal the pimple on your butt. It's going to make your left ear grow as big as your right ear. And it's going to do much, much more. And if you can't afford number A, tell you what I'm going to do, kid. I got package B for you. What happens? Nobody wants to sell, nobody wants to buy more products. Nobody wants to buy more CDs and books and DVDs and home courses that's going to pile up on all the junk that they got now that they're not using. What was the problem? He was a salesman. He was selling products. And nobody wants to buy more stuff. The effective approach is you have to understand that you don't sell anything. You need to position yourself into the minds of your audience. And whether your audience is the people that you're speaking to, or that you're sending emails to, or that you're sending letters out to, you have to plant into their mind that you are the solution to their challenges. You are the answer to their problems. You have what they want. When you become that to them, they have no problem jumping up, pulling out the credit card, pulling out the cash, writing the check, taking money from their bank account, popping it into yours. Why? Because they're not buying anything that you're selling. What they're doing is getting the answers to what they want. It is very important for you to understand that as long as you're trying to sell your product, you're going to stay financially struggling. You're not going to be doing effective marketing. Marketing is much like a farmer. What a farmer will do is he'll come in there and he'll begin to plant seeds. And then he waters his field. He plucks the weeds out. And then he waits for the harvest. You have to dedicate yourself to planting seeds. The seeds that you want to plant in people's mind, you are the challenge. You are the solution to their challenges. You have to plant that seed every single day into their mind. If you don't do that, how can you expect to have a harvest? You're not selling anything. You're simply an answer to their prayers. That's why when it comes down, selling products simply doesn't work. The next thing you need to do to have effective marketing is that you owe it to yourself to be paid top dollar. How much education, how much wisdom, how great is your service, how much work and turmoil went into producing that which you market? You need to be paid top dollar. And people all across America are willing to dip into their bank account and simply pay you top dollar for what you have. What do you have? You have what they want, but you have to believe it in your own mind. You've got to get it into your own noodle that you are worth top dollar. Listen, if you are not getting paid what you're worth, you need to go out and fire yourself, because you deserve top dollar for what you're given. Let me ask you a question. Would you be listening and investing your money in this home study course if you were not dedicated to your trade? Of course not. You are competent in what you do. You are a professional. You have things that people want. You have to understand that. You've got to believe that. You've got to build your own self-confidence in yourself and in your product. And realize that people are willing to pay top dollar for what you have. See, most people out there, they go on the offense and they try to lower their price. They want to build a better product for less money. Let me tell you something. That's the road to breaking your back. When you charge top dollar for what you're really worth, that's the road to breaking the bank. What do you want to do? When it comes down to effective marketing in your own mind, you have to be dedicated right away. You are worth top dollar. I've had people say, well, you know, if I charge all this money for my stuff, people they can't afford it. Listen, if people can't afford your product, that's not your problem. And let me tell you the truth. People have the money for what they want. The only reason why they're not buying products that are high priced is they don't perceive it as the answer to their problems. They don't perceive it as the key to their dream. All your product does, all your services do, is add a bridge to their dream. What do people want to really have? They want to have their dream. They want that which they desire, and it changes for everybody. You see, I tell everyone all the time, I don't sell anything. My company does not sell one thing. What I do is I provide platforms and tools to get you what you want. When people say, hey Don, what do you do? What I do is I help people make more money at what they do, and I give them what they want. That's it. Now, how I do that is through mentoring, programs, home study courses, DVDs, books, CDs, teleconferences. But those are simply the tools. That's why people throng for our products. Simply because they perceive it, they see it, they hear it as the solution to their problems. You're watching this DVD right now because you heard an advertisement, you got an email, you heard me speak, and you perceived that this home study course was going to be the solution to your challenges. And I promise you, it is. But on the time when you first heard it, it convinced you enough to take money out of your bank account and put it into mine to get the course. That's effective marketing. The good news is, as long as you have products that produce results, I call it the R factor. If you are a company, if you are a person, that your products and services produce results for people, when they show up, bill them. Because it's giving them what they want. So don't worry about, oh my goodness, people can't afford that. People can afford it. If little Julio, that is only making a minimum wage, and he has to have government assistance and barely get by, can go down on the 4th of July and buy a bunch of beer and a bunch of carne asada and $200 worth of fireworks for his kids that don't even have shoes, people can buy the money to get what they want. It's a built-in law. That's just simply the way that it works. You have to fill your pipeline every day. There was a movie back in the 80s, and I don't even remember the name of it. But it was a young boy that went into manhood. And he ran out of the house and said, "My pipes are clean!" Well, you don't want to have clean pipes when it comes to marketing. You want to fill your pipeline every single day. How do you do that? You're putting seeds out there every day through your emails, through your letters, through your speaking, by your networking. You're filling up your pipeline every single day. It is extremely important that you do that. Do the math. You know, one of the things that impressed me when I was spending time with Bob Proctor is everywhere he goes, he carries a little calculator in his pocket. Whether you're driving with him in a limousine, flying on an airplane, or just sitting around, you'll catch him with his calculator, and he's doing this on the calculator. What is he doing? He's getting ideas how to move products, and he's calculating, he's doing the math, how much he's going to make. You have to have the equation of making money on your mind on a consistent basis. You have thousands and thousands of ideas floating through your head every day. Ideas that would pay you $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 every single month. But they're not doing it because you don't act on them. Learn to do the math. Learn how to put yourself in a position to where you are looking at things and calculating the money. You know, not too long ago, I was diagnosed with diabetes 2. And it started off by me having some symptoms in my body that I had no clue what was going on. It started off by me coming back from Colorado, and I was doing some business up there, and I had this uncontrollable thirst. I'm drinking everything in sight. Belinda would set a cup down, we get 2 Cokes. She set her cup down